Now grab your lime green concrete and you're going to come right in between these two areas right here. We're going to drop down in between right here and we're going to come all the way down to the end. What we're going to do is we're going to place some concrete in between each of these areas just like this, skipping the blocks in between. Anywhere there's a dropper, go ahead and place some green concrete. Once you get down to the end, the last green block is going to be for your nether wart, and then you're going to skip one and come over here to your potion brewer and go ahead and put another green block right in front of that. What you're going to do is you're going to put a comparator on every single one of these green blocks, which should take a reading from all those droppers and the potion brewer. Break out your observers and come up above each one of these comparators and go ahead and place in 2 of them just like that. Once you have those 2 on top of the comparators, go ahead and place a 3rd one on top of these 2. Place in your green concrete on top, just like this, and then you're going to go ahead and take your sticky pistons and place them on the sides, just like this, with your redstone blocks on the faces, just like that. Leave your sticky pistons and redstone blocks off the one down here at the end, and we'll come back to that one later. Go ahead and continue on with your sticky pistons and redstone blocks on the other side. Once all your pistons and redstone blocks are in place, go ahead and come over here to the back side and you're going to place a redstone lamp right up here like that and go ahead and break that one out. Go ahead and place that right underneath where the redstone block is going to be when it gets pushed out. Go ahead and bring these all the way down across, and obviously, again, like I said, break the ones in between. Go ahead and carry that down all the way down across, and then down here at the end, like this, you're going to go ahead and place a couple more. Just go ahead and continue that on. You're going to leave 2 right here, 1 above this guy, 1 above that guy. Go ahead and break these 2 out, and that should be all of your lights in. Once all of your lights are in place, go ahead and come over here to this last observer tower that we had on the end that we left for later. Go ahead and break that block, place in an observer, replace that block, come over here on the side, place another block right here, put some redstone dust on top of that one. Go ahead and come around to the side, place in your sticky piston, your redstone block, and same thing on the back side, sticky piston and redstone block. I've just realized that in my tutorial I used this lime green block when in my example I used some of the orange concrete like this, so that's going to mess up your inventory. So let's go ahead and change these out. We're going to go ahead and bring that out like this, and go ahead and bring this out like that. And then that one had a comparator on top of it coming out of the brewing stand right there. So we're going to go ahead and break this observer. Go ahead and put that comparator down there just like that. Hop up on this piston right here and crouch place that observer facing back up into the tower just like that. There we go. All right, that's all done. Next, we're going to go ahead and power this light and these 2 lights right here. So how we're going to do that is we're going to come right off this block right here with your blue circuit right here. Go ahead and come around in front of that hopper just like that. You want to bring a comparator in just like that with another block going on its face just like that with a block in front for another repeater just like this. What you're going to do is you're going to run that up into a torch tower. So go ahead and bring up a few blocks just like this. Go ahead and break out the ones that you don't need. And go ahead and put in your torches just like that. There we are. And go ahead and put in a torch on the front of that one. Go ahead and put a block on top of it and put another torch on top of it just like this. Now what you're going to do is you're going to run that all the way over to here. When you get to that orange block, you're going to come down here with an observer and go just like this right here. Oop. Just like that right there, and then you're going to go ahead and run that into your green block, which is going to go into your sticky pistons, and then this one up here is actually going to have a slime block on it, so we're going to do that one here in a second. Let's go ahead and grab our redstone block right here and our slime blocks. Here we are, our slime blocks right there. There we go. All right, so you're going to get a regular redstone block right there on that one, and then when you come over here, you're going to need to break these 2 out as well, and go ahead and grab yourself an immovable block right here, just like that. I'm going to choose melons because they're easy to place and easier to get than obsidian. So that's one thing that you can do is go ahead and put your sticky block right there, your slime block, and go ahead and put your redstone block on the side of that one. That'll go ahead and activate that light right there. Next, you need to go ahead and come over here with all of your repeaters. Go ahead and bring these all the way in just like this. That's going to go ahead and activate that. So go ahead and just break it and replace it really quickly, just like that, and that should go ahead and retract everything. This last light over here on this side, we're going to go ahead and worry about that one later, so go ahead and forget that one for now. We're going to go ahead and come over here on this side and continue working. What you need to do is you need to go ahead and fill in all the gaps in between your lights right here, and go ahead and bring it out another 2 blocks just like this. Once you fill that in, go ahead and come in front of all of your redstone lamps, place in yourself a repeater just like that, and go ahead and break out your observer right here and go ahead and place that in front of your repeater. Come down 90 degrees to your observer, place in your sticky piston with another observer just like that. You need to duplicate that on every single redstone lamp just like so. Once all your pistons and observers are in place just like this, go ahead and come on down to the bottom, and we're going to go ahead and continue working on the yellow circuit. So what we need to do now is we actually need to put in the reset circuit. So once this gets pushed down, we can actually send it back up if we want to reset it. And that's actually going to tie back into the observers as well, so that's kind of related. So let's go ahead and come on down here. What we need to do first, we actually need to place in 3 blocks just like that. These are 2 temporary ones. Come up here and place in a block just like that, and that's also a temporary one. That's going to be a piston, a regular piston just like that. What you need to do now is probably in survival mode, you're probably going to want to break all these out. So go ahead and break all these out because that'll make it a lot easier. We can replace these a little bit later. Go ahead and come on back here, and that'll make it easy so you can actually place these in the upwards position. So just go ahead and place these in just like that. It's a little difficult. Go ahead and just continue it all the way down and break the ones in between that you don't need. Once you have all your pistons in place just like this, go ahead and put in your yellow blocks again. Go ahead and put those in. Again, breaking the ones that are in between that you don't need. So your blocks should be back in place, the ones in between should be broken, and all your pistons should be below just like this. If that's so, go ahead and come on around back. You're going to go ahead and add 2 layers of blocks around back just like this. Go ahead and add 2 layers all on all your pistons just like that. Once you've got 2 layers on all your pistons, go ahead and add a 3rd layer, but this time going all the way across. Once that's in, go ahead and grab your repeaters. Go ahead and put 2 repeaters down, going like that, into every single piston. Grab your redstone and link all these up. Once all your redstone is in, go ahead and come on over here to this gap right here. Go ahead and break out that redstone and place in a block just like that. Go ahead and come on over to the other side right here and place in a bunch of blocks coming all the way outside to the outside right here, and place in a bunch of repeaters all on 4 ticks. Once you have your repeater line coming out the back like this, go ahead and come back up to your observers up top. We're going to come over here to the end, and what you're going to do is you're going to come down 1 block with a gap in between and place a block underneath every single observer, breaking the ones in between. Once you have your blocks in place, go ahead and come down underneath right here. You're going to come underneath this 2nd observer block right here. Just go and come on down like that, and you can break this one out just like so. Go ahead and come down another one and come over just like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to stretch this out underneath all the blocks underneath. Run redstone all the way on top of it, bringing it all the way back up to this observer block right here. Once you have all your redstone in, go ahead and come over to this gap right here, the same gap that you have your repeater line in. Go ahead and get this block right here, put another block underneath it, break the one out on top, replace the redstone. Go ahead and come on this side, you're going to break out your observer, come down 2 blocks just like that, put in a repeater on top of that observer just like that. That'll detect whenever that comes on. Go ahead and put a block down beneath just like that, and that'll go ahead and power that block. Go ahead and come out to the side twice just like this at a downward angle, and go ahead and put dust on top of that just like so. Come back around to the front, and underneath the buttons that you place on the floor, go ahead and come underneath, place in a sticky piston, a redstone block. Go ahead and put a temporary block right there, a dropper facing this way. Hop up on this ledge, go ahead and crouch place a hopper into that dropper just like that. Go ahead and put in a dropper on top of that hopper to reduce the lag from it. Go ahead and hop off here, put in your block right here and another block facing right here just like that. Put in your comparator right here, and go ahead and put a stone block in here, or any other block of your choice that doesn't really matter to you, and break out your temporary block just like that. I believe the first time you use this system, it's butted, so it's not going to work, so now it should be activated. Go ahead and come on over here, make your selection, and now if you hit this button, it should deselect it for you, and just that one. Perfect. So what you need to do is you need to duplicate this all the way across underneath every single button. Once you have all these modules in place, go ahead and come to the front and test your system. You should be able to select a bunch of these all in a row just like this, however many you want, and you should be able to come over here and select just one, and it should just deselect just that one just like that. So should be no butting, no finagling. Everything should work independently and properly just the way you're viewing right now. If you've got everything working correctly around front, go ahead and come around back to this hopper right here. This is the hopper facing downwards into our potion brewing stand. This glass block right here, we're going to go and replace that with a stair block of your choice. Go ahead and put that in. That'll give you half a block of space for accessing your brewing stand. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put in the system that's going to tell this system to go ahead and add the next set of ingredients for the next potion. So what we're going to do is we're going to come around here to this last dropper facing downwards, crouch place a comparator on top of that dropper right here. That's going to go into a block. Go ahead and break out the temporary block, put a torch on the face of that one, come around up top, go ahead and put a two hoppers facing into each other. So the first one you're going to place in that block, place that one into that one, break this one, and place that one back into that one. Open up this hopper, place in 55 items of your choice, doesn't matter. Come over here on top, go ahead and place in 6 blocks just like this. Here we are right here. Go ahead and place that in, and then this one. Go ahead and place a block up like this. Break out the temporary one. Get your comparator, face it into that block. Come around here, face it the opposite direction. Grab your redstone here, here, and here. Part of this circuit is going to run down beneath, so let's go ahead and head on down here to this hopper. This is the hopper just beneath your potion brewer. Go ahead and come on over here with a couple temporary blocks to get a permanent block right in front of your hopper, just like that. Place in a comparator. Go ahead and put that comparator facing into a block. Come out to the side. Put a repeater. That's going to go ahead and go into another block, just like this. And then you're going to bring that block out to the side. Go ahead and put a redstone torch on the side of that one and on that one. Put redstone dust on top of both of these. And then go ahead and come on in here and place in a block right here and then a repeater right there. And that'll go ahead and lock that hopper. Now it's time to link up these two circuits. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to your empty hopper. The other one should have your 55 items in it. So go ahead and come off this block with a couple temporary blocks to get yourself a one over here in front of that hopper. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and put a comparator down just like that with an observer facing off to the side just like this. Now you're going to face a piston, a sticky piston just like that with a block on top. That's going to come out to the side with a slab just like that, so that way that torch doesn't interact with the redstone right there. And you're going to go ahead and put a repeater on 3 ticks just like this, and that's going to head into a block right there with actually that's going to be the inside of your storage area. So go ahead and put in a decorative block of your choice, and then that should go ahead and link up those two circuits. Just a quick explanation of what we have going on here. This circuit here times when the potion is done being brewed, and it lets all the potions flow through the system. What happens is it actually detects when the ingredients come into the system. When that happens, this comparator is going to turn on. When that happens, it's going to go ahead and activate our hopper clock, which is right here. This torch is going to turn off, and that block is going to be powered, which means that all of our 55 items are going to start flowing into this hopper. When that happens, this comparator is going to turn on, and it's going to activate this observer, which reminds me this block actually needs to be in the upwards position right there. When that observer ticks, it's going to prime the system, which means that the next time it pulses, it's going to go and activate the system. When it activates the system, it's going to come back down into here, throw a 3-tick pulse into here, which is going to allow this torch to turn off, which is going to unlock that hopper. The potions that are in the brewer, or one potion anyway, is going to actually go into the system, and then that comparator is going to detect that, and it's going to keep that hopper unlocked until all the potions are out of the system. And then at that point, we're actually going to take an output from this torch and go into the next circuit. And to do that, we're going to extend this out a little bit further. Go ahead and bring yourself some blocks out just like this. Go ahead and break those 2 temporary blocks. Grab your repeater. Go ahead and throw that down right there. That's going to go into a sticky piston like that. And then you're going to throw a decorative block on that, because that's going to be part of your decoration on the inside. Then you're going to come over this direction and go ahead and come out 3 blocks just like that. And then come down a block and step it in just like that. Put redstone dust on top of these guys. And go ahead and put a 2-tick repeater right here. Coming from that repeater, we're going to change into cyan concrete. So go ahead and add 3 blocks just like that. This is our new circuit. Go ahead and add your redstone dust here and here, and also there and there, just like that. Go ahead and add your comparators in here. Just go ahead and one back that way and one back this way. It's important that the one going from the repeater this way is facing in that direction. It's important that you don't have these backwards. Go ahead and face them in that orientation. Place in your redstone torch right there off to the side. You're going to place in a a hopper into the side of that one. Go ahead and crouch place these into each other. You're going to place another one coming off into the side like that, and then another one over here just like that. There you go, placing them into the side. Go and add one item of your choice, doesn't matter which item it is. And now you're going to go ahead and come on over here with your cyan block and add a comparator into the side of this one right here, just like that. Oh, we actually don't want to put that on a piston. We want to put that on a cyan block just like that. And we can actually get rid of this circuit right over here. We actually don't need this part of it right there. That's that part of it done. Remember to go ahead and place in your droppers above your hoppers. It does stop the lag from the hoppers, and it's a good idea just to do to keep stuff from falling in them, so that's always a good idea. Next, we're going to go ahead and come over here with our cyan block off the side of this torch right here. So go ahead and place yourself a temporary block in just like that, and we're going to come up with a repeater in there just like that. Now we're going to come up into a sticky piston on the side of that block right here. Add a cyan block on top. That's going to come out 2 more blocks just like this. Come on down, step down in that direction. Go ahead and put some redstone dust on here and here. Add 1 more block, 2 more blocks, and then add yourself a repeater, and that should take you all the way down to the other side. So let's go ahead and continue this line all the way down. Come all the way down to this repeater right here on the yellow line. Once you get to that point, go ahead and step it on up just like this. Now we're going to head on back to this line right here, right there. So let's go ahead and get that in. That's a temporary block back there, but I'm just going to leave it because it's too hard to take out right now. Go ahead and put in your repeaters. Just go ahead and put in blocks in between to lessen the amount of time that it actually takes for that signal to actually go through. I think that's going to be as far as we can take it, really. So let's go ahead and just leave 2 repeaters right there and bring redstone dust all the way back to your original repeater. That circuit that we just put in is going to go ahead and tell the potion brewer whenever it needs more ingredients. Next, if we run out of an ingredient, we're going to need to tell the potion brewer to turn all the way off. So what we're going to do now is we're going to break out our pink circuit, come off the end of our yellow circuit like that. You're going to go ahead and break out your repeater, put that in, put in a sticky piston, put a block on top, come out on the other side, come on down to this side, step downwards just like this, and add 4 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Redstone on top. Go ahead and get that all in. Now, first off, we're going to go ahead and put our sticky piston in here just like this. Let's go ahead and put that in there just like that. And then a slime block on top with a redstone block on top just like that. That'll go ahead and lock that hopper anytime the potion brewer sends a signal through. This torch will turn off, but this item will not be moving because that redstone block is going to lock that hopper. Next, we actually need to go ahead and lock this piston in the upwards position so that way this signal doesn't get pushed through here. So we're going to do the same thing. Put in a sticky piston right here, slime block, and a redstone block, and that is that done. Next, we're going to come right over to this chest, and this is going to be the storage area for all of your potions. What we're going to do is we're going to link this up to a shulker box storage area. So what we're going to do first is we're going to come right over here to this slot right here, right in between. Go ahead and come underneath this cyan block right here, and go ahead and come out 3 more, just like that, total of 3. Go ahead and break these 2, just like that, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to come down beneath here like this and actually place another one 90 degrees to it, just like that. Go ahead and place a hopper into that block and then 1 into that block just like that. You can go ahead and break both of these. Next, we're going to go ahead and crouch place. Go ahead and crouch place 3 more. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Go ahead and come over towards your potion brewer like so. And then again, come over like this, going all the way back towards your chest underneath your hopper over there. So let's go ahead and see. We're going to need to put in a couple temporary blocks in so we can crouch. Let's go ahead and get these in here just like that. Where's our chest at? Our chest is right here, so that's right here. You're probably going to need to put in a couple temporary blocks. Go ahead and put a few in there like that for yourself. There we go. Alright, then go ahead and build this part. Go ahead and put those hoppers in there just like that so it comes right underneath that chest right there. And go ahead and break out your temporary blocks. Don't forget to cover all these hoppers with your droppers. Next, we're going to go ahead and build the shulker box loading station for the potions. So what we're going to do is we're going to come right over here to this hopper, go ahead and crouch place a block on the side. That's going to be a temporary one, and a block up just like that. Go ahead and come down beneath. You're going to place a block just right there, and a block on the back side of that one. Go ahead and break this block out and put some redstone dust on top of that guy. Come around the back, come underneath, and place in 2 more blocks extending out the back like that. Break this one out. Comparator up here, put it on subtract mode. Put a block up like this and a torch on the face of that one. Redstone dust right here. Comparator on 4 ticks. A repeater on 4 ticks right there. block up like this, torch on the back side, block up again like this, blocks right here, repeater on 2 ticks, block up like this, like that. Go ahead and break that one. And then sticky piston facing downwards from that block and a slab on the face of that one. Go ahead and grab yourself a button. This is going to be your manual reset for any reason. If there's no shulker boxes in the system, you can go ahead and hit that button and it should activate the whole system. There you go, just like that. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put a torch on the side of that guy. Go ahead and bring yourself a block right here with some redstone dust on that one. Now what you're going to do is you're going to place a dispenser. Let's go ahead and grab a dispenser right here. Let's grab this guy. And you're going to place it on the underside facing inwards towards the hopper right here, if I can get it. There we go. Alright, and that should be your shulker box loading system all done. Next, we're going to be building the inside area of our shulker box loading system. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here with some decorative blocks. I'm choosing yellow concrete. You can use whatever block you like. What we're going to do is we're going to come out by an extra 2 blocks just like that. You're going to place a button right there and a chest right there. That's going to make sure that any of the full shulker boxes get broken and placed right into this chest. Next, we need to actually put some empty shulker boxes into this guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build up the wall. Let's go ahead and build this up here just like this. Go ahead and put that in and make that look nice and neat. And then what we're going to do here is we're actually going to put in some hoppers. So what we need to do is go ahead and crouch place a hopper in just like that, in there, and then also in there. And what we need to do now is actually put in a chest right there and right there. Perfect. Alright, now what I'm going to do is you can also use whatever decorative blocks you like. I'm going to be using some sea lanterns. So if I can place that in there we go. Alright, then go ahead and place in some droppers here to go ahead and reduce the lag from these hoppers. Go ahead and do that. And then also we need to get off this chest and then crouch place that on the back side. And then over here I'm going to be switching it up to iron blocks because that's part of my decorative part that I have going on. So you'll see how that looks when it all comes together. But yeah, we're going to be putting iron blocks right there. So again, like I said, this is all decoration for you guys. You guys can mix and match just how you like. It's completely up to you. We're going to go back to sea lanterns here really quick because I'm going to put those on top, I think, like this. Those are transparent blocks, so that's going to be good for that. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build up the other side exactly the same way and just go ahead and close this whole place and get everything looking pretty good in here. We don't want to see anything once the shulker box is in there, so let's go ahead and close up this. Let's go ahead and put a block right here. That should make that look a lot better from the inside. Yes, it does. Awesome. And once you have a shulker box in there, you're not going to be able to see very much once my stairs are in. I'm going to be putting in stairs like this because we're going to be putting in a staircase coming in down here. So my stairs are going to be coming up just like that. And then once you have a shulker box in there, you're not going to be able to see very much. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like right now. Let's go ahead and put a shulker box in there. And once you have that in there, this is what the inside of my place is going to look like. It should look pretty good. Let's go and grab another sea lantern. I'll show you what that's going to look like because I want these sea lanterns popping through the corners of the stairs just like that. And that's why I have these sea lanterns in there. And you can borrow that idea if you like. You can go ahead and copy it. I just like the way it looks. And we're going to go ahead and throw that in there like that. And see how that just pops in just like that ever so nicely. So that's a pretty cool thing you can do. And we're going to go ahead and put in another block like that and then another sea lantern. Here I am just building on camera, but let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, that's how the inside of my place is going to look, just like that. So that looks pretty nice. Now we need to go ahead and build a staircase coming up to the floor level. Next, go ahead and break out some more decorative blocks and your stairs. Go ahead and you're going to build a staircase just like this out of solid blocks first. Go ahead and get yourself up to the floor level. Just go ahead and bring this all the way up until you're at the floor level of that door over there. I believe we have to come up by one more, just like that. There we go. That's the floor level. Go ahead and place in your stairs just like this. Oop, right side up, obviously, so you can walk up them. Go ahead and place those all in just like that. Wonderful. Let's go and get all these in. Alright, then you can go ahead and place in all of your walls. Go ahead and build that up. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to enclose this room however you guys like. And I'm going to continue this staircase pattern with the sea lanterns all the way up and then enclose the staircase. As you can see, our staircase is coming together quite nicely. It looks quite elegant. And if you come right up here, you're going to notice that you got this block right here, this blue block, which has a comparator on it. And what you can do is you can go ahead and take that out, go ahead and replace it with your decorative block, go ahead and grab your comparator and place it back up on top in the same orientation, just like that. And then go ahead and continue your staircase as you were with your decorative blocks. Once you have your staircase enclosed and it's all the way up to the floor level, meeting that same floor level with this door, and everything's looking good inside, go ahead and come back down here. We did put a button in earlier. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and connect to that right now. Go ahead and place in a block right here, and we're going to go ahead and put some redstone leading up to this area right here. Go ahead and put in a block right there with a repeater. Go ahead and put yourself a repeater in there just like that. There we go. You're going to put some redstone on there up like that, and then you can bring this down on through, which is pretty neat because you can actually go right through a hopper. Pretty cool. So let's go ahead and just do that there real quick. Step that on up just like that, and then go ahead and bring this down to that button, and that should be it. Let's go ahead and see, and what that does is if that shulker box is right there, but say it's not full, well, you can't reach this button, which this button is really only if the whole system's empty. You have a shulker box there that has nothing in it, and then all these items come in, and it breaks, and now you don't have a shulker box. So if you need to load up more shulker boxes, you can press this button, and it'll manually reset the system, putting you a new shulker box there. But if the shulker box, like I said, is half empty, you can't reach this button. That's what this other button is for, so that you can break the shulker box, and it'll go back inside the chest where you can access it nice and easily. Once you've got that in down there, go ahead and come back up top. You're going to place in a slab right behind your door right here, and you're going to put a pressure plate on top of that one. That's going to make sure that when you stand on that pressure plate, it doesn't power any of that redstone. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and come on over this way like this, and go ahead and bring that all the way down in front of our doorway just like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring this out by 2 more blocks just like this, and you can go ahead and break these blocks out right here. That's going to be part of your walkway. Go ahead and break this one out right there. Well, actually, I guess no, we'll go ahead and go like that just because the design looks better over here. Go ahead and bring this 2 wide by 6 wide, or 2 wide by 3 wide area right here, and go ahead and encase in all of your walls, leaving this back area open. So, I've got my walls in place, and I've decided to use glass because I like the visual effect of being able to see the redstone in the back. I think it looks pretty nice and neat now that it's all with colored blocks. Unfortunately, this block does have to stay solid because it's part of our circuitry, but I decided to use one of my decorative blocks so it doesn't look half bad, so I kind of like it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go and work off this side and start building our water bottle shulker box loading station. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and come off of this block by 1, come off of this block by 3, just like that. You're going to come over here with your pressure plate. Go ahead and put a pressure plate right there. Put yourself in a door right there. Then what you're going to do is put in your shulker box full of glass bottles. You're going to place that in right there. Block up like this. Regular shulker box right here. Now go ahead and break these out just like that. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and grab a chest now. Let's go and grab ourselves a chest. Go ahead and put that right there. You're going to place in a chest like this with some hoppers. Go ahead and grab yourself some hoppers too. Going to grab that. There we go. Go ahead and crouch place some hoppers into the back of that chest, coming in underneath this shulker box that we're standing on right here. Let's go ahead and put that in right here. And I believe I use a blue concrete block. I don't believe this is a shulker box. No, it's not. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a blue shulker box. There we go. Accidentally misplaced that there. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some droppers. Let's go ahead and put our droppers on top of our hoppers and reduce the lag from those. Let's go ahead and put these on just like that. There we go. Alright, looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and get started on building the water bottle shulker box loading station right here. So let's go ahead and bring out a couple blocks like this. Go ahead and break that one. You're going to bring this guy up here just like that. There we go. Next you're going to go ahead and place a block right there. You're going to put a comparator on the back side like that. Break this block out right here. Put some redstone dust right here. You're going to go ahead and come underneath. Bring out 2 blocks just like that. Break this one. Put a repeater on 4 ticks. Just like that. There we go. Redstone dust. Put a block up like this right here. I kind of did that backwards, but you can do that easily just like that. Go ahead and put a torch right there. Block up like this. Redstone torch on the back. Block up again. Right there. Blocks right here. Block up like this. Redstone repeater right here. Set to 2 ticks. Grab your sticky piston and your slab, and let's see here, I'm going to use a quartz slab. Let's go and get that out here. Sticky piston and your quartz slab right here. There we go, just like that. Alright, now you can go ahead and start enclosing the rest of the area. Once you have all of your floor space enclosed, go ahead and leave this little back wall open. This is going to be our access way to this point right here, so that's pretty cool, just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to be putting in the dispensing system that's going to dispense the shulker boxes into here. What we need to do now is we actually need to go ahead and put a block right there, grab our dispenser, which is right here. We need to crouch place, or that guy needs to go in right here, which means we need to probably break out a few blocks right here. Let's go ahead and place that guy in right there. There we go. Alright, then you go ahead and replace those as need be. Go ahead and grab your hoppers. What you're going to do is you're going to crouch place some of these guys going into the back right here. Go ahead and place these in just like that and bring that over to this point. Now you're going to place in your chest right here. Go ahead and grab your droppers. Place these on top of your hoppers to reduce the lag. Grab your redstone torch, place it on the side of that block, and put some redstone dust on top of your dispenser right there, and then that's done.